Let's try and catch the bomber here with the E-Spirit, because then I can log and keep my princess alive, and he has to spend more. Super important play there. Yeah, now we have to see the snowball. Now he doesn't have arrows in hand, so let's do this. And I think he's cooked. What's up, gamers? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing what I consider to be the best log bait deck in the meta. Princess is just unstoppable right now. Pre-balance changes, it's like every deck has Princess. If you're not playing beatdown, almost every deck has Princess. So this deck right here on the bottom left, I think is the best deck in the entire meta. Well, best bait deck. Like, I mean, their giant beatdown is still really good. Lava Hound's still really good. You can log the Princess when you play this deck for the most part because Daggered Duchess is so good against barrel, you don't need to worry about using your log. So really good start here against this player. I'm currently playing in a classic challenge. I'm trying to get to 12 wins. Shouldn't be a problem, honestly. And even this dude has Princess in their deck, so it's just kind of funny. It goes to show how good of a card she is. I feel like in response to Daggered Duchess being broken, people have kind of adopted Princess as like their main win condition. That was poor Tesla placement on my part, but yeah, I love this deck. This deck is all about control, controlling the tempo, being patient, taking damage when you can get it, and defending for very, very cheap, and that's what this deck does really well. Tesla will finally do something here. We can just log to clean everything up. Didn't even need log. So I have a feeling that post-balance changes, this deck might not be as viable, but right now it's really, really good. And not even that it won't be viable, it just might not be as strong as it is. A lot of people will play this deck, but instead of Goblin Barrel, you can put in a Little Prince, and that works as well. It just kind of changes your win condition. I'm going to do E-Spirit here, so that way the Princess only gets one shot, Princess of our own. We haven't seen a log from him, so I'm going to do this. And we're probably going to take the tower here, because like I said, it doesn't look like they have a log, so most of the tower falls. I'm going to wait to log. I don't want to play anything in case he goes in for like a Ram Rider or something. And that tower is now in rocket range, and we don't have to respond to the Dagger Duchess. So pretty good start. I have pretty much no gripes with how we've played or how this match has started. I'll just cycle a log here. Be ready for the Princess. We're going to go Knight in case he goes Princess at the bridge. Okay, recruits do come down. Interesting. We're going to Princess away. Good time for him to go for the recruits because I just used my log. We're going to do this and just make sure that Musketeer gets taken care of. That's the biggest threat, is that high Musketeer in that situation. So we go like that. He doesn't want to go in for a Ram Rider with the Evo Tesla being up. Barrel here should clean up the tower. Like I said, I haven't seen like a small spell from him. I think he's going only troops. So tower gets cleaned up here. There we go, Princess. We're going to be back to another log here. Great log value there. He kind of just spoon-fed us that, so that was a mistake on his part. Skeletons here. E-Spirit to reset the charge of the battle ram. And pretty flawless game for the most part. Maybe some mistakes at the micro level with some of our placements and stuff like that. But pretty good first game. That's one of the reasons I like this deck, is you can just completely dismantle your opponent if they have like a weird deck or something like that. You don't usually have to worry about it. So GG's to this player. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against this person. And a lot of times people will ask me like, what are some mistakes that I'm making, or I'll watch people, and I just feel like sometimes people can get a little too aggressive with this deck. Like, at the end of the day, you're playing a control deck. Like, you want the match to be a one-tower game. You don't want the match... Great damage on the right over there. You don't want the game going to a two-tower game. So when you play this deck, you are innately... You want to defend more than you offend, for lack of a better word. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to rocket both the Tesla and the Expo. So it's not like you're playing this aggressive. You know, you want to be tactful. You want to be surgical with like where you play your cards, and you want to think out what are they going to do, and you don't want to just be spamming cards. So that's kind of like a generic tip. Looks like we're up here against Icebo, which oftentimes they run Rocket. We're going to go E-Spirit here, so we want to be careful not to give him spell value. He either probably runs Rocket or Fireball or something like that. So we have a lot of answers, but the Evo Tesla can be problematic for us. They usually also have a log, so he must not have had it in cycle because he'll probably use it here. Yep, sounds good. A good Princess at the bridge, but looks like he went up and predicted it, so we're just going to chill here. Cycling back to our rocket. He gave us good rocket value, so I think that's a mistake. Yeah, we hit the knight as well, so we're chilling. The one thing you need to worry about in this matchup is if they out-cycle your rocket and then they have an Evo Tesla down. Like, no rocket in cycle when they have an Evo Tesla with their Expo. Can be pretty, it can be pretty bad. He's not predicting the princesses. Oh, that's funny. He wasn't playing anything in the middle. Like, I could have princessed that whole time. So that was impressive elixir tracking, I suppose. Yeah, so there is the rocket. He does go for the rocket cycle. That's pretty common when you play against Ice Bow that they do that. So we'll be able to play around it, though. Now that he cycled his rocket, we're going to go for a knight in the back. I don't have to worry about him rocketing it. He doesn't have it in cycle. Okay, we have rocket in cycle for his expo. We're just going to log over here and then rocket. The good news is he played the expo on the wrong side, or the side opposite he has his damage, I should say. Okay, we're going to do this here. I want to try and force out a log. Okay, we can get the Evo Skeletons onto the knight. Okay, that works too. Forced out the NATO. I'm happy about that. Him not having the Evo Knight is really, really good for us. We're going to do this. Okay, he goes for the rocket. We're going to go barrel here. Nice, no log, and we're going to get pretty much all of our damage back after he rocketed our tower, so we're chilling. Alright, let's go Skeletons, rocket. Skeletons just to tank for the expo for a little bit. If you can, it's better to play the rocket first, so that way you get back to it quicker. But I wasn't quick enough to pull that off, to be completely honest. Okay, rocket comes down. We're going to go E-Spirit here, and then we're going to go barrel. Princess down low, and then we're going to Tesla on his Tesla, and we're going to be able to get back to a barrel very, very quickly here. That's one of the good things about if they start going for a rocket cycle, it's like you can outcycle their barrel counters. So he doesn't quite have log yet. Okay, and he uses log there. That's fine with me. You just got to make sure you don't like find yourself in a deficit, because if you do find yourself in a deficit, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, let's just let this breathe. And then go for a log. Once that Tesla goes down, we're going to go for a princess because it's going to drop. Oh, that would have worked really, really well. Okay, yeah, we managed our cycle pretty good there. 371 is rocket range, so we're not quite there yet. So I'm just going to chill here, go for my Evo Tesla. We're going to go knight here so that way he doesn't break through. And rocket log takes the tower. So good job not panicking by us when he was going for that rocket cycle. That'll get you. If you're behind and they start rocket cycling, and it can be tough, but he made tons of mistakes. So easy dub there. We'll take the win and catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match here against Johnny. I'm not sure how you'd say it. We'll give him the good luck. I love starting with skeletons in the middle. It helps cycle to your evolutions, and there's so much princess in the meta. Like, it's good. It's good just to be careful. Looks like this guy's probably running pekka or some variant of it. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what it looks like. Yeah, and that battle ram pretty much confirms it. We're going to go E-Spirit here. The reason I like to go E-Spirit is to, like, get the battle ram to kind of, like, just chill out. So it doesn't, like, charge into my Tesla. So Pekka Poison, pretty good matchup. The one bad thing about this matchup is your Daggered Duchess, because in triple elixir, they can just spam a single lane. Like, they can spam Ghost, Battle Ram, Pekka, Bandit into one lane. And if you don't defend it properly, it's very, very easy for you to get overwhelmed by all of their spam cards. You could Princess at the Bridge here. I'm going to play it conservative and Princess in the back. Yeah. In hindsight, I mean, it might have been better to play it at the bridge, because then we would have gotten shots before the Ghost came down. So it just depends. It just depends how you're feeling. I'm going to go ahead and skeletons here just to preserve the HP of my knight. It'll be more threatening on the counter push. He'll probably be ready for a barrel. So I might just chill here, like leak a little bit and log on the little prince. Yeah, just kind of letting it breathe. Okay, we're going to go princess and knight. I don't want to use my Evo Skeletons. I'm just going to chill. Okay, now we're going to have to use the Evo Skeletons because he popped the ability. And then let's do this here just so it's a little more threatening than it is now. Now, he should have to play something on this, right? Yeah, he does. And he messes up. No. Okay, good damage for us. We'll take that. It ended up working out for us. He definitely didn't want to play anything on the Evo Skeletons. We haven't yet seen the Pekka, but we know he has it. If he plays Pekka on this, I'm just going to rock it. Put us in closer to rocket range, DPS down on the Pekka. The rocket actually does a pretty hefty damage onto the Pekka. Like, it does a pretty good job. E-Spirit to stall the battle ram. We're going to have to go for a log as well onto the battle ram. And then most likely an Evo Tesla. This is what I'm talking about when they have like a ton of spam down. it can be really difficult for you to defend, but we have our get out of jail free card, which is our Evo Tesla, so we should be okay. But if you're like a newer log bait player, I definitely wouldn't recommend going for the rocket like I did there. That was definitely on the more aggressive side, but like I said, I feel very seasoned with this deck, and I feel like I can get away with it. But that rocket was like very risky. Like I wouldn't, like I said, if you're a newer log bait player, don't do what I did, which I guess for the purpose of playing this deck, I shouldn't be doing things like that, but that's okay. We have a surviving Tesla, which is nice. Pekka comes down. I'm just going to rocket because with the bandit and the Pekka, I think that's worth it. Then we're going to go ahead and get Evo Skeletons down and then pressure with the barrel. Beautiful. Princess is targeting the LP as well. He mistimes the zap, and that's most likely going to put us into rocket range. 371 is rocket range, and we're perfectly in rocket range. So GG's to that Pekka player. I mean, they definitely made a lot of mistakes, but it's not a good matchup for them. So we'll take the dub against Johnny. See you in the next one. All right, into our next match here against White Cat. So far, so good. We haven't had any horrible matchups yet, like Giant or Lava Hound. Those matchups aren't great. They're winnable, but they're not great. Some other questions that I get when I run this deck are like, oh, if I only have one Evo, what should I use? And my answer to you, if you only have one Evo, is I would use Evo Skeletons and then use Inferno Tower instead of Tesla. Because I only use Tesla because I love the Evo Tesla, but if you only have one Evo, put the Inferno Tower in instead of the Tesla and do Evo Skeletons. Evo Skeletons are just, they're so amazing. You can get an absurd amount of positive elixir trades from your Evo Skeletons, and I just love them in this deck.
Excuse me, don't you know who
Okay, I don't really want to push into the Little Prince here. I'm just going to rocket here. Try and take no damage, hopefully. We might eat that Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit might chain onto the tower, which would be nice, and then that Little Prince gets DPS'd. There's always a variation of this deck. It's like Royal Hog's Queen or Royal Hog's Archer Queen or Royal Hog's Little Prince. It's like a fast cycle Royal Hog's deck. They usually have Earthquake. For all I know, he could have Void. So you just need to be careful. I feel like he's going to play something in front of this, but maybe not. We can sneak in a Princess. He won't be ready for it. Oh, he was. Well played, honestly. People have gotten so much better at predicting Princesses because it's like, it's all over the meta, so you kind of like have to. I'm going to do this. If he pops the ability, I don't think it'd be great. I keep saying that, but one of the tough parts about this deck is oftentimes they have delivery and log, so it's very difficult for you to get damage. Interesting that there he didn't log. I would have logged. Maybe he didn't have it in cycle, but I think he did. I don't know what his big spell is yet either, so we just got to be careful. Rocket is always a great answer to Hogs. It's a -1 trade, but it's worth it to take no damage if you don't have a Tesla in cycle. If you play Skeletons, you risk them playing a spell on it, and that could just lose you the game right away. Like if you go, oh, I have Evo Skeletons, and they log it or they Earthquake it, it oftentimes is just an instant loss because you take too much damage, and it's difficult for you to get damage in this matchup. So that's my thoughts on that. See if he pops the ability. Wouldn't be a good ability because it's late. Evo Skeletons make an appearance, and frankly, they kind of get wasted. Let's do this. And he gave up. Okay, well. I don't know. Maybe he was playing, like, he was in it. Like, it's not like he was getting destroyed. Maybe when he misplaced the Evo Skeletons, it was too much for him. So, GG's to White Cat. We'll take the dub and see you in the next one. Into our next match here against Abdodra. Abdodra. Something like that. We're going to go ahead and toss out the good luck and my favorite starting play, Split Skeletons. Get to those Evos. We're going to go E-Spirit here. If he's crazy, he'll predict the Princess. Whenever I see like Skeletons cycled like that and then a Spirit come down, I'm like, oh, they're cycling to a Princess. We're going to Knight here, have our log on standby. He could pop the ability. He could not. Nice. All right. So far, so good. Okay, I'm going to do this. I know the Wizard's down, but the Knight's going to tank for a little while, so the barrel should get some hits. Nice. It forced out the arrows. With Daggered Duchess at full HP, you can actually counter the Wizard with just one skeleton. Watch this interaction. It's pretty crazy. Okay, I mean, I played the E-Spirit, but I didn't need to. I didn't need to play the E-Spirit. Just know that. Okay, so Wizard, Void, Giant Skeleton. Doesn't tell me a lot. It's probably a beatdown deck of some sort. Yeah, okay. I was like, I wonder if it is Elixir Golem. He said good luck, so it's being kind of toxic. Not a great matchup, but not horrible if you play well. I really like splitting Evo Skeletons so they get value into both lanes. Let's do this here to pull back the bats. He has to rage on one of the sides. Okay, he opts to go arrows instead. Gonna Tesla like this, pull everything in, and try and get a good log. That log was okay. It was an okay defense from us. I mean, we could have been a little cleaner with it, to be completely honest, but it is what it is. Our Evo Tesla is really good at shutting down their pushes. What they'll do is they'll have a really big split lane push with like split Evo Skeletons, split bats, Night Witch bats, Elixir Golem on one side, Skeleton King on the other, and the Evo Tesla just kills that push. So in this matchup, you don't want to be doing princesses at the bridge. That's a mistake I see people doing as well when they play bait, is every matchup, princess at the bridge, princess at the bridge. Some matchups, you want control, and you want them to have to play spells on the princess. So this is the big push I'm talking about. It's like, oh, yep, we're going to have a big push on one side, and yada, yada, yada. I'm actually just going to rocket this. It might look dumb, but I just want to DPS this down as quickly as possible. He messed up that void a little bit, so we can just chill. We're going to have an influx of elixir right here, which is really nice. Pretty perfect. I don't agree with those arrows. Nice. We catch the Evo Skeletons as well. You kind of want to have a Tesla down, maybe not at all times, but you want to be able to cycle back to another one if they like spell on your Tesla per se. Kind of like he's doing right here. So we're going to go Skeletons here, and you'll see I'm happy that I cycled my Tesla early because we get back to another one right away. And I don't even need to. Okay, now I do. And this is why you want to have princesses down, right? Because it helps with all of the spam. You want him playing his arrows on defense at all costs. And then as soon as he spells a princess, you want to get back to another one, ideally. We're going to do this to keep our princess alive. And my boy said good luck at the beginnings. We're going to hit him with the good luck just because he BM'd us first. You know the rules. Thou shalt only BM when BM'd upon. So we're going to hit him with the good luck once again. He's going to have to play something on that. We're going to princess at the bridge. He's going to have to play arrows, otherwise he's going to lose. Void isn't actually going to take care of the princess. And that's rocket range, so we're going to go ahead and hit him with the good luck. Just rub it in. Just good luck. I'm not salty, you're salty. And rocket to take the game. And that's how you beat. That's how you just dismantle Elixir Golem. Like, I don't know what to say. Pretty good match. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against this player. Cannoneer is a good sign. When you go up against a Cannoneer and you're running bait, it's like, it's very good. Tesla here for a hog. Lovely Tesla placement. We're in a princess at the bridge here. The reason I go for the princess early is because we have the Tesla up. So you can see I won't have to respond to the mini pekka. So basically that princess didn't cost us anything. In fact, it forced out a mini pekka. So hog is kind of fallen out of the meta. I think with the presence of the Daggered Duchess, it's just kind of hard to be a hog rider player. So I feel for them. I feel for them, you know, a little bit. I don't feel for them too much because Hog Earthquake used to be the most annoying deck ever, but it is what it is. Okay, Wizard comes down. I'm just going to rocket it. I mean, I'm not too threatened by it. I'm not too threatened by a hog here either. Because like I said, it's kind of fallen out of the meta. You're going to see why here. Like that hog barely made any headway on that Tesla. Like he had a knight tanking for it and it still didn't do enough. E-Spirit here. And that, yeah, it's tough. I think there are certain variations of hog that could work. Like if you have a big tank, like giant skeleton hog kind of works because you go giant skeleton in front and it tanks. Sometimes Evo Knight and hog can be a good combination, but just not a great time to be a hog rider player. We'll go princess here. And this matchup, in this hog matchup, princess at the bridge is super fine. Okay, we're going to be careful here. Let's log this E-Spirit, and then we're going to Knight High for the LP. Beautiful. Might pop the ability, I don't know. I haven't seen him play a log yet. I don't know what the small spell is. He might be one of those dudes that... Oh, I'm dumb. We did see the bar barrel. I knew it was something weird like that. We're just going to go Evo Tesla here and not think twice about it. He hasn't been predicting the princesses, so I'm going to do this. If they're not predicting the princesses, you go for it. Because like every time it's forced out a mini pekka, which is a +1 trade for me. So it's like I'm getting damage on the tower. I'm going to rocket this. I would not recommend doing this if you're a beginner log bait player. But I was going to say, it's not like I can rocket the Evo Wizard anyway. So we're back to another Tesla here. That bar barrel was really bad, in my opinion. Okay, Tesla here. We're going to do this, and then Oh, that was bad. I thought, dude, I thought the wizard was on the knight. That's why I played the evil skeletons there. So that was my mistake, no doubt. Let's do this here. Princess is cleaning up everything. He doesn't have a great answer to the princess. He's probably just going to keep spamming me, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to try and juke the bar barrel. I'm going to play the barrel on the side here. Okay. One hog shot is fine. Yeah, I messed up that poison too. We're close to 2 rocket range. If I can like sneak in a princess or something. Nah, he was ready for it. We're going to bar barrel on the inside. Maybe he'll miss, maybe he won't. Either way, I'm not too pressed. He did miss. And rocket does 371. So good game to this guy. I mean, we absolutely have matchup there. So nothing to brag about, but we'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. In our next match against Zero XX from the Gengar clan. We're going to give him the good luck here. With this starting hand, you can just cycle log. You just need to be wary of like a princess. I'm going to go log princess here because he cycled skeletons. I thought he was going to have like a cycle deck. I didn't expect him to have e-golem. I wish I had princess for this defense, but I think we should be okay. If we defend this like perfectly, we should be okay. Might be able to get a nice rocket here actually, depending on how well I defend. We're going to do this. And then we're probably going to rocket onto the Night Witch and the bats. And then we should be able to get a really good E-Spirit here. Ah, yeah. If we defend perfectly. Yeah. In hindsight, I would have rather had my princess for that push. So kind of unfortunate that we played her at the bridge. That's kind of what happens. You know, princess at the bridge first play. Just pretty aggressive of me. I'm pretty confident we can play this, bring this back though. I think so. If we defend well from this point on, I think we can bring this matchup back. Okay, we'll go princess here. We know he has bats. Might let the princess lock on and play bats or something like that. We'll see. You want a Tesla early. Like I said, you kind of want to get back to 2 Teslas if possible. I'm going to try and predict the bats here. I'm going to let it go like this, and then I think he's going to want to play bats. Yep. All E-Golem. E-Golem players play the same man. Now we force him to waste his Evo Skeletons. He definitely would have wanted that for the push. Like, I guarantee you. He wants it for the push, but now he doesn't have it for the push. And we're going to delay this just a little bit. And Evo Tesla high takes care of those Evo Bats, which is exactly what we wanted. Log over here. And we're chilling like a villain. We're going to do this. I want to force out arrows. He's got a lot of things that he wants to play the arrows on. Okay, arrows comes down. Now he doesn't have it for that. Beautiful. I'm going to take the rocket here. I think it's fine. The Night Witch is one of the most threatening things in his entire push. So, and he has to spend on that princess. So we're fine. Like I said, we're bringing the game back. We're inching backwards. Really bad bats. I mean, I understand the idea, but they just get kind of taken out there. I don't want to take any more damage, so I'm going to go Knights, Princess, Skeletons, all of that. He's kind of panic spamming me right now like that. I don't know what that Night Witch was. That was, I mean, I know what it was. It was panic. We're going to go Evo Skeletons behind this. We're also going to go Princess behind it as well. Try and get those Skeletons onto the tower. And they don't, but that's okay. He just used his arrows, so we're going to go in with the barrel right away. Try and get us closer. Skeletons here to help with this push. Tesla will take care of the bats. E-Spirit will chain onto everything. This is what I was talking about. Like, we had that one bad defense, and he hasn't touched our tower since. So, yeah, that's the power of this deck if you play it properly. If you know your matchups very well, and you're going to be okay. Let's do this. Let's actually mix up the side that we're pressuring, because I feel like he's going to spam the other lane. And Evo Bats, we're almost in rocket range. 371 is rocket range. So GG's. I told you after that first play where he hadn't touched our tower since then. So GG's to this player. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. All right, up here against Davis. He looks like he's a log bait player just from his banner. So we're going to be wary of the princess at the bridge here.
Just sharpen.
Nice. Cycles his log. It's good for me. I'm going to barrel in front because a lot of times if they're running bait, they'll play like Goblin Gang in the back. Yeah, or Archers in the back. And we're going to get great damage. So already good. Okay, it's Expo. Let's do it like this. If you play the Skeletons, the Knight will stay in the rocket radius. Okay, so he's not running bait like I thought he was. He's running Expo, which is fine with me. Really good start. He's princess paranoid, rightfully so. So he's predicting the princess with these cards. One trick I like to do is like log and then immediately go in for the princess like that, and then they're never ready for it. Yeah, we get a princess shot, we get the log out of hand. He is back to an Expo here, so we just need to be a little bit careful, just a teeny bit. I'm gonna go with a barrel. He might ignore it and just Expo, or he just ignores it altogether. Okay, Expo players. Okay, this is perfect. We're just gonna rocket it here. And then you'll notice I have my 2 cycle cards next. So I have Skeletons and I have E-Spirit. So it'll be really quick for me to get back to a Rocket. Expo players, they want to be able to outcycle your counters to their Expo, which is Rocket in Tesla. But we're going to be able to get back to an Expo. We're only 4 elixir away from a Rocket, so we're fine. I feel like he should have played that E-Spirit in back, but that's just me. Now we're already back to Rocket if he does go in for an Expo. I think those archers would have been better if you played them like defending the Expo instead of playing them like offensively like that, but it's just my opinion. E-Spirit here just so he doesn't get away with only Skeletons. Okay. Okay. I think we're okay here. I don't think he has anything that can take care of that Tesla, at least not right away. Okay. He does get a little bit of chip here. We're just going to log. Things got a little bit dicey there, but the match gets better in double elixir. It's like it's easier for you to defend. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna delay the rocket. Yep, just so I can hit something else. Please tell me I hit the Expo. Okay, I thought I missed the Expo there for a second. I'm okay with him starting to spell cycle because we have a nice lead, so we'll be fine in the long run, or we should be fine in the long run, I should say. Nice. Princess lives by just a sliver of HP. Too slow to predict the princess. That's perfect. We're going to get 2 shots. Do this. You always want to play your rocket before your cycle cards so you can get back to the rocket quicker. Because if I rocketed and then E-Spirited. So I'm going to have my rocket first. He's going to outcycle my rocket though. You can see that's what they do. They're just like cycle, cycle, cycle. So I play all my cheap cards and I'm back to rocket. This deck can keep up with an Expo cycle. He thinks he outcycled me, but I managed my cycle properly, and we don't got to worry about anything. I feel like he might miss the log, so I'm going to play it deep here. He did, and we're going to get another additional shot. And against Expo, every little bit of damage matters, like very much so. And again, he's going for the outcycle. Just playing his cheap cards. We're going to defend this a little differently. We're going to go like this, and then Tesla, because he played his Expo in the middle. That was a really bad night. It's just going to also die to my Tesla, so not the greatest for my opponent. I mean, we're playing it very well, to be fair, but you also, this is one of the few matchups that you actually do want to go same lane. Against a lot of matchups, you want to go opposite lane, but against Expo, you want to be able to cycle logs in the same lane as their Expo, so you actually want to be going same lane like I'm showing here. He just used his log, so we're going to get good damage. And in triple elixir, you can low-key get away with cycling 2 rockets if you're fast enough. So I'm gonna show you how to do it right here. You want to make sure you have E-Spirit and Skeletons in your hand already because those are very, very fast cycle cards. So you go like this, E-Spirit, Skeletons, log. You're already back to rocket. He gave up though. He knew this match was over. So GG's to Davis. Pretty textbook matchup against Expo. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against, I almost said Mustafa. We're going to give him the good luck here, and we're going to go ahead and E-Spirit, just in case he has a princess or something. He lets it go. No, he doesn't let it go. Wasn't expecting him to play Little Prince, but like I said, it's not that big of a deal. We have log ready if he goes for a princess of his own, but we're just going to play a knight deep. Ah, interesting void. Very interesting void. I'm going to ride away barrel in the back. I just get the vibes but that this dude would miss a log. Arrows, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Skeletons and E-Spirit here for these zappies. Dagger Duchess should take care of it as well. I'm just going to princess in the back. I mean, I could do it at the bridge, but I don't know. I think in this matchup, I saw the arrows. Okay, he's running like, what's it called? Fireball bait. A lot of times this has triple spell. Let's find out right here if he has triple spell, because we saw arrows, we saw fireball. And it doesn't look like it's triple spell, so that's good for me. Yeah. So traditionally this deck is like Zappies and Log, Fireball, and Arrows. But we just found out that that is not the version of the deck he's running. See if he pops the ability. I was going to say, I feel like players will take a bunch of damage and then they'll pop the Little Prince ability because they want retributions for all of the damage that they just took. So we know he has arrows, but it's still important to get them out of hand. So I'm going to do this. I don't expect any damage, but I expect the arrows to be spent. Nice. And now he spent Zappies, arrows, and he still needs to spend on my princess. So really important having that princess down. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to cycle a log here. He's not predicting it, so I'm going to do it. Like, I wasn't going to play it at the bridge. I was trying to feel him out. I thought he was going to predict the princess, but instead he decides to ignore it and give me a really good rocket. I'm going to rocket this. Maybe he'll play a battle ram too. Yep. And in the disguise of the rocket, you can hide Evo skeletons. So you can see the rocket poof covered for the Evo skeletons. And the arrows come down, but it's too late. The push is already dead. So that's a little trick for you. I like that one. Okay, no arrows in hand, no fireball in hand, and that puts it into rocket range. So, not the best plays by my opponent in all reality, but it is what it is. Do this, it'll hit the pekka, and it'll hit the wizard. Void isn't going to be enough. We're going to go ahead and play barrel just to pressure. Like, I want him to have to spend. And Evo Tesla here will clean this all up. So, GG's against this player. Pretty bad matchup for him. Like, obviously we played it well, but I think we had the matchup advantage. So GG's to Mustafa, but we'll take the dub. We'll see you in the next match. In our next match against Schaubler. Looks like he's a Hog EQ player at heart, but in this meta, he could be running anything. We'll go ahead and chill. Okay, yeah, he is running the princess. Alright, we might have a bait mirror matchup or a different matchup. We'll go ahead and go knight in the back. Oh, he's running Goblin Drill Princess. I've seen this deck a few times. It's a little more common now, with the princess being ever the more dominant. I don't want to go same lane, so I'm going to do this. Have E-Spirit ready for skeletons or something like that. Okay, no log in hand, so we're going to pressure same lane. He should have like skeletons or something that he can play in the front, but we're still going to get great damage. Nice. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to knight here in case he tries to sneak in a princess. And he does. Okay, well, that's fine. It's in the opposite lane. Skeletons are a great answer. I'm going to sneak in a princess of my own. Hopefully force out a log from him. It doesn't, but Little Prince is good as well. We also get, I think, was that 3 shots? So we're chilling. Tesla here to help out with the drill, and I can just log. We're going to do this. Log onto everything. Nearly everything. This is why I was saying, like, I don't want to go same lane in this matchup, because all of the barrel, the stuff he plays on the barrel just counter pushes in the same lane. So if I see a good opportunity, I might switch lanes. I'm going to go barrel here because he's low on daggers, and he's not back to log. Perfect. I'm going to princess here because he might princess, and I need to be careful of that, or mindful of that at the very least. Cool. Tesla. I could go for a rocket here. It's high risk, high reward. I think I'm just going to Tesla instead, so he can't go for the princess. Yeah. Perfect timing. So now we have a Tesla clogging up the lane that he wants to go into. I'm going to cycle a rocket here, because we have the Tesla up, and we have a nice, healthy lead here. And you have a good cycle to defend as well, which is the main thing. Yeah, and if you're in a cycle race versus rocket, like, poison usually doesn't cut it, so I'm good with that. Let's do this. I want the barrel out of hand, so then I can go Evo Skeletons. Nice. Unfortunate princess timing, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to go knight here, so it actually takes damage. And then we can actually just defend with a log here. We'll just go like this and log. Pretty perfect defense for the most part. Evo Tesla is up and still menacing. And he is out of luck, out of hope, and this game's over. So GG's to this guy. I think we played really well. No, don't hate on me for the rocket cycle. That's just how you got to play this matchup specifically. They're going to drill, poison, cycle you out. So that's what you got to do. So GG's to this drill player, but we'll take the dub. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, into likely our last match of the video. We'll see how it goes. I feel like we've been playing for at least 30 minutes now, so It's usually about how long I like to keep my videos. Lava Hound, first play.
Let's go.
Ah! It's just crazy, man. You can just like blow, what, 7 elixir, and my deck can't really punish you for it. So makes me angry, but it is what it is, you know. Shoutouts to Clash Royale. Does not have arrows in cycle though, but he voids, and my Tesla's gone. So let's do this. I need to get some kind of retributions for that. And we can do an E-Spirit here. E-Spirit Princess will do a great job cleaning up all of the lava puffs. And he had to spend a lot on that defense, and all of it's going into a Princess. So I'm happy with that, considering he lavaed first play, I should say. And he just wasted a snowball, so I'm going to try and make him spend more on it. Shoutouts to Lava Hound players, man. Lava Hound and Giant. They're just built different, I swear. Let's do this. He should arrows, most likely. But then he still needs to spend something else. Or maybe not. We'll take our 2 night shots and move on. Oh, 1 night shot. Maybe that wasn't worth it, in hindsight, as a -3 elixir trade. Well, so far so good. I think if he goes lava, I'm just going to immediately Princess at the bridge. He might be waiting to see if I'm going to play my Princess. Okay, let's do it. Let's try and catch the bomber here with the E-Spirit, because then I can log and keep my Princess alive, and he has to spend more. Super important play there. Yeah, now we have to see the snowball. Now he doesn't have arrows in hand, so let's do this. And I think he's cooked. He might just try and tower trade, would be my guess. Yeah, okay, so let's go like this to pull the balloon, where the other tower will help target it. So let's do this. We block the balloon. Nice. Pretty good defense all around, for the most part. Very, very well played. I'm going to Princess here, and then get a really nice rocket onto everything, hopefully. Good enough. Good enough. Not the best rocket, but did it get the job done? Absolutely. Not the best Tesla placement either. You want to place the Tesla where both towers are targeting it. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh. Could have been worse, I suppose. He still has to spend on it at the very least. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Don't let us lose this, please. Come on, Evo Skeletons. I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. Okay, nice. Void has to come down, which is good for me. You shouldn't have spells for this. Oh, he has arrows down. All right, chap. We found ourselves in a predicament that we do not want to be in, ever. And that is a 2-tower match against Lava Hound. But it is what it is. Why did the music stop? Is there no music for you guys either? You kind of got to keep the pressure up because you can't really defend, is the thing. So you just got to like pressure and hope that you can chip them down, whittle them down. Because like if you just let them go in for a lava push, you're just cooked. He has arrows for this, but like I said, you gotta keep up the pressure. Okay, lava does come down. Balloon sure to follow afterwards, I would imagine. There's the balloon. Let's rocket. And then Tesla. Okay, beautiful. Okay, Princess in the back to help out with those. I want him using his arrows on the Princess. That would be my first choice. Void as well is not horrible, but that'd actually be crazy if he threw this match against a 2-tower game against Logbait Throne would be actually kind of wild. I'm gonna try and hit the Inferno Dragon as well, but I think we missed. Yeah, that's definitely problematic. Protecting the Tesla is important. Okay, second lava comes down. That's absolutely bonkers, but that's the life you live when you're going 2 towers against Lava Hound. We'll balloon. Rocket the balloon here. Push the arrows. Pretty well defended, honestly. No arrows in hand here. We can't get the rocket down, so let's just log. And we're just going to say, wow. Because we cannot believe that we just beat Lava Hound in a 2-tower matchup. Well, that game was absolutely crazy. Did I play it perfectly? Absolutely not. But did we clutch up? Yes. So GG's to this guy. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. All right, one more match here. We'll go ahead and we'll play one more bonus game. I'm having fun with the deck. We've been playing for like 45 minutes, 40 minutes, but like I said, I enjoy the deck, so we're going to do this. We'll see if he predicts the princess. He doesn't, so we'll do this. You usually get at least one shot, or you get the spell out of hand. But guards are too quick, man. Guards are too quick. Don't see a lot of guards in the meta, but they are just a very well-rounded card. Guards make me think Goblin Drill, but it could be a lot of things. I'm going to pressure here. It's a little aggressive, but the Knight is going to tank for a lot of the daggers, so that's the main reason. Yeah, we get arrows out of hand, which is good. Arrows, guards, kind of feels like a Mega Knight deck. Could be a Lava Hound deck as well. Actually, it probably is Lava. Now that I think about it, I'm quite certain that it's most likely Lava. Do this here. Yeah, Lava. Nice. He thought I was going to Princess over there. He totally thought I was going to Princess over there. That's why he did that. I knew it. That's why I baited it. He was predicting the Princess. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Lava Hound. That's why I mixed up the lane, the lane that the Princess was in. Good job, us. Log here, and we shouldn't have to spend too much on the Valkyrie. I'm gonna go Princess opposite lane. Okay, now we're gonna do this immediately. We want to keep him like low-ish on like elixir, on funds, if you will, and just pray that he doesn't have a freeze. Okay, good. He doesn't. Nice. And now we've got his tower in a good spot. He has a good hand to go in for a lava. That's crazy. We got 2 Lava Hound matches in a row. So we're going to see what we can do here. I do expect him to go for a lava. No, he's trying to cycle to his evil zap before he goes in for the lava, which is smart. It's a very seasoned Lava Hound player thing to do. We're going to immediately Princess here. We need to force out elixir. Guards will probably come down, but that's fine. We get our shot. Test it like this, so it'll help out with the Lava Hound, but it'll also pull a balloon very far. Is important. He doesn't have Inferno Dragon, so we're gonna Knight here just in case he gets any ideas with the Void. Okay. Kind of unfortunate that. Oops. I messed that defense up a little bit, but we're okay. We're livable. Okay, second lava comes down. I'm going to try and predict guards here. Nice, we do get the guard prediction. He has to use his Evo Zap, so let's pressure here. I don't think he's back to arrows. Princess, shoot, help, Princess, please. Okay. Fight to the bloody finish. This match is. Rocket does 371. We're not in a position where we can cycle 2 rockets. He's Princess Paranoid. I love that for me. He has to void, so he cannot void on the Tesla. That's pretty big. I think we're cooked, chat. Yeah, that's spell range. Good game. Played well. Void doesn't do enough, though. Oh, so close to rocket log range. Good game to that Lava Hound player. He played well. We definitely made some mistakes, but he played good. So GG's to that guy. We'll take the loss. We'll catch you in the outro. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Please give this deck a try. I promise it will make you a better player. It's fun. It's really strong in the meta. You have really, really good matchups, and the outplay potential is pretty insane. So let me know what you guys all think of this deck in the comment section. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.